Hello and welcome to episode 172 of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. This channel is dedicated to the coin-operated video games of yesteryear. Today I'm reviewing a game from my past, Arch Rivals. Arch Rivals was released in 1989 by Bally Midway. My first time playing this game was at Western Trails Arcade and Mini Golf in Oakland, Illinois. Arch Rivals is a basketball-themed game in which you control your player with a 49-position optical joystick and two buttons, one to pass and one to shoot. This optical joystick allows you to move in 8 different directions by 6 different speeds based on how far you push the joystick. This game is a 2-on-2 game of basketball that takes place on a basketball court, although there are many differences from a traditional game. This game can be played with either 1 or 2 players simultaneously. During a 2-player game, each player will control 1 player on opposing teams. Each team will have at least 1 computer-controlled player. During a 1-player game, the opposing team will have 2 computer-controlled players. The game begins with the Team Select screen. Although the game doesn't display being a Team Select, pressing the block button will change to 2 new random teams. There are 4 teams in all, each having a home and away game with all opponents, giving you a possibility of 12 different matchups. In addition, pressing the Shoot button will display the coach's notes, which will give you tips on gameplay. Once you choose the teams for the game, you need to choose the player you wish to control. There are 8 players to choose from, each with different strengths. The players are Tyrone, who is a defense giant, Vinny, who is a great player, Hammer, who is a rebound king, Moose, who is a real champ, Reggie, who is an All-American, Mohawk, who is tough and mean, Blade, who is a crowd pleaser, and Lewis, who is the top shooter. During a 2-player game, once a player chooses a character, that character will be locked out for the second player. Once you choose your player, gameplay will begin. The game begins with the tip-off. Once the referee tosses the ball in the air, you need to press the Shoot button to try to grab the tip. Winning the tip will put your team on offense, although if the opponent wins the tip, you will begin on defense. If your player ever goes off screen, the game will display what height it is at, allowing you to know where he'll come out from so you can play offense or defense accordingly. Once gameplay begins, the referee will stay on the sidelines and will follow the gameplay, although barely, or occasionally walks on the edge of the court. The referee always reminded me of Larry Bud Melman from the David Letterman show. This game takes the blind ref to a new level. The referee will not see or call fouls, although they will call shot clock violations. Due to the referee's lack of calling fouls, this will encourage you to break the rules. The buttons do different things based on if you're on offense or defense. When you're on offense, pressing the Shoot button will make your player shoot towards the basket. Pressing the Pass button will cause you to pass to your teammate. If the computer-controlled player has the ball, pressing the Shoot button will cause them to shoot, and pressing the Pass button will cause them to pass the ball to you. If you're on defense, pressing the Shoot button will cause your player to jump upward to block shots. Pressing the Pass button causes your player to punch. Yes, I said punch. If you're in the vicinity of an opponent, you can punch them, causing them to lose control of the ball, allowing you to scoop it up and switch to offense. Pressing both buttons simultaneously will cause you to dive forward. If you're in range of an opponent, you will be able to grab onto their uniform, causing them to stop and fall down, which will cause them to lose control of the ball. Occasionally when you do this, you'll pull down the pants of the opponent, causing them to freeze in place while they pull their pants up. As gameplay continues, the court will be riddled with debris that has been thrown from the fans. This debris includes popcorn boxes and soda cups. You need to avoid this debris because if you run into it, your player will slip and fall, causing you to lose control of the ball. You also need to be careful not to bump into the referee because if you do, you both will fall and you will also lose control of the ball. Your shooting accuracy for this game will depend on how close you are to your opponent. This means the further you are from your opponent, the better chance of making the basket. This game also seems to defy actual physics of basketball. Oftentimes the ball will spin around the hoop several times and then just bounce out. In addition, it is also possible to miss a slam dunk. In addition, occasionally when you do a slam dunk, you will shatter the backboard. Although this doesn't affect anything, you will play the rest of the quarter with a broken backboard. Scoring is the same as traditional basketball, where you'll earn 3 points for making a basket while shooting outside of the 3-point stripe and 2 points for any other basket. Every time either team scores, you'll get a brief cutaway showing how many points you just scored. During the cutaway, you'll get to see the Jumbotron with a clip of either one of the cheerleaders shouting "Go Team Go," a clip of the referee with the 2 coaches, a clip of the fans, a clip of your coach, among several others. Gameplay is played on 4 4-minute periods, although the time clicks off based on management settings. 10 seconds on the game clock will click off between 8.6 and 10 seconds based on management settings. In the event of a tie after 4 periods, the game will go into sudden death overtime. There will be 1 minute placed on the clock, and the first team to score a basket will win the game. If neither team scores within the 1 minute, the game will end in a tie. Your initial buy-in will get you about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to 2 minutes and 50 seconds, also based on management settings. When your time expires, the game has something called video timeouts. During these timeouts, all gameplay will freeze and a display with the referee will block the scoreboard. You will get 15 seconds to add another credit before time runs out. Adding a credit will reset this clock to 10 seconds, allowing you to press the start button. You will need to add between 4 and 6 extra credits to complete the game based on management settings. This game offered something new for arcade operators. This game offered management the ability to change the names of the 4 teams, allowing them to select their favorite teams as well as local high schools. They were also able to select different color combinations. There are 14 different color combinations in all. Combinations are blue and gold, blue and red, black and orange, black and gold, black and gray, black and white, purple and white, green and white, green and gold, purple and gold, red and gold, blue and white, and red and white. I enjoyed playing this game, although I found it to be a real quarter eater and would only recommend playing it in a pay one price arcade or on an emulator. I like this game more than Avalanche, but not as much as Super Basketball. The arch rival shoots its way into the 169th position overall. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any games you'd like me to review, please leave a message below or on my homepage. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned to new videos every Sunday.